Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, I'm here today for just a live talk, and by live talk, I just want to 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 give a talk where I can encourage someone. You feel so low, you feel in your life maybe you never got a chance to do some stuff, and you're feeling like time is running. You're counting on your age. You are counting on maybe your financial status. You're counting on how much your friends have achieved and you've not achieved. And also maybe you are counting on maybe maybe let me say your classmates, your former classmates, your acquaintances. They've done so much, but you as an individual, you feel like you've not done anything or you've not done much as it should be. So today I just want to encourage you. I want to talk to you. I want to give you that that psych, yeah, this life, everything is possible. And I want to tell you that there's no limit to success. There's no age limit. There's no academic limit. There's no family limit. There's no financial limit. Everyone is prone to succeed. Success is something that comes from inside you. Success is something that, is burning you from inside. You need to have that burn for you to be able to succeed in your life. So, let me give just a small story whereby you are born in a family that maybe they were poor or unstable family. Most of us, we came from maybe unstable family whereby you find that maybe you are born out of wedlock. And mostly when people are born out of wedlock, they are always that, you don't get everything that the other child gets. So what happens is maybe you are left to stay with your grandma, your grannies, and maybe part of your relatives. So there are some, let me say, something like limitations at that particular time for you to get to where you're supposed to be. But with time, as you grow up, you just hustle yourself into trying to find life. And after finding life, you come and realize that, you know what, girl, you know what, boy, I can make it. I can do this and I can make it. And that's the time now your success start steering you up. You start feeling like, I need to do this. You start feeling like, you know what, I can do it. You start even going back to your papers. Maybe like in Kenya, we can say you go back to your KCSE results and you check, okay, but I match this course, I match this career, I can do this. At the same time, there's a time now you start also realizing your talents, your passions, and what you're good in. So one thing that I want to encourage you, because most of the people, they try to find themselves when they are at 30 years old and they're about 30s, because most of us who are in 30s, we find that this is age gap of trying to find and realize exactly who are you. Like me, I would ask myself, Sheila, who am I? Why was I created? What have I done towards being the person that I was created? Am I making progress? Am I not making progress? You understand? So the thing is now, during this time, is when now you start evaluating the things I said as we are starting. You start evaluating, okay, my friends have achieved this, my friends are driving, my friends own land, my friends own houses, my friends own businesses, but now you as an individual, what do you have? And that's where the question comes in. This life is a race, and you're competing with yourself. Your yesterday is a person that you're competing with. The you of yesterday, the you of today, and the you of tomorrow. These are three competitors in that race. So if the yesterday one lost, it doesn't mean that today's you will lose, and doesn't mean that tomorrow you must lose. So what do? What you do is this: you try to evaluate yesterday, where did I go wrong? Because human beings, it's good to make mistakes. These mistakes actually, they take us to the next step of our lives. So yesterday I made this mistake. So today, because I have today, I'm living today. What am I going to do for me to be able to rectify the mistakes? There is where now another question comes in, and now it starts cracking down your head. So at that particular time, what to do, you align yourself, you write down the things that you've been going through and they cost you to make the mistakes. And then after evaluating, today you start living a better you, so that the tomorrow you will be best than the yesterday you. But you mostly give up. Like for ladies, let me say, when you give birth at a younger age, most of the girls, when they get pregnant, that's the end of their career, that's the end of their education. So they end everything there. And one thing that you need to know, that child has a life, and the life of that child really depends on you. So if you leave your pursuits at that particular time, you will be paralyzing the life of that child. Like me, I got a child when I was 19 years and some few months. So I got my firstborn at that age. I remember I was in school, I was now first year, yeah? So what I told myself is, if at all I'll keep on saying, okay, I've gotten a baby, so my life has just to evolve around this baby, I won't make it. And I knew exactly what I wanted to be in life. I knew that I had that fear of poverty. I knew that Sheila has a destiny, and this child that has come forth has also a destiny, and the destiny of this child will only depend on me. So I remember after giving birth at 2 weeks or 3 weeks, okay? At 3 weeks, my baby was taken away from me by my mother so that I can continue with my classes. And more so, at this particular time, I was preparing for an exam. So now you are trying to breastfeed. Now the breastfeeding has been stopped. Now you have a child also whom you are crying, because this is part of you. You always cry over this child. And then you have also your academics, because you know these academics are the channel to making your life better and the life of this child. So what happened actually on my case is, I sat myself down and I told myself, Sheila, you came to this school to pursue something. And the one that you came to pursue is your education. And then along the way, you got a baby. The baby's there. And I told myself, this baby will be part of me forever. But for education, I only have a limited time. And you know what I did? I told God, that child, wherever he is, take care of my baby. Me, I will concentrate with my academics. And that is exactly what I did. I came back to now the me before the baby, and I started pursuing my education, and eventually I passed. I graduated, and after that, and I went on. And that one did not stop me from pursuing my goals. Not because I have a child. I continued because I knew the life of my baby depends on me. Despite the fact that I was a young girl, but I knew it will only depend on me. So at that particular time, what I did is, after finishing, I went for some internship. And actually, I went to a far town. I went to Nairobi, and my child was in Uasin Gishu. So you see that, but still, I did not carry my baby with me to internship because, one, my child was the first child that I saw, a newborn child. I had never seen a newborn child. So even if I took this child, it would be a struggle for me to raise this child because I had not even raised the child. And it will hinder me. It will be a drawback to my life. It will make me not be able to pursue enough for us to live a better life. And another thing, also what I did is to separate myself from that dating life of being attached to the dad. So what I did is I started running my own race of being Sheila. Sheila has a purpose in life. Sheila, there are some mistakes she has made along the way, but I told myself tomorrow I must be a better Sheila. And there we go. I pursued, and up to now, I'm still pursuing my towards my destiny. I mean, so for us, most of the people, we get so much discouraged when there are some small drawbacks that come our way. We just get so much discouraged that we just like say, okay, this life stops here. No, don't allow your life to stop there. That now should even be something that encourages you. That should be even something that keeps on challenging you every day. Every day you should tell yourself, I want to be a better me. I want from this to prove that I was born for a purpose. Like you didn't get a chance of going to school. You can hustle your way out to go back to school. And the world of today, trust me, education is the key. It will get to a point, even this, the nannies that we bring in our houses, it will now be in accordance to the qualifications they have. Why? Because see, the children that we are raising currently are not the same as the children that we were raised then. Because these children now, there are a lot of things that they need to be assisted. And because there are a lot of things that they need to be assisted, you will need to find someone that is qualified, someone that has gone even to 4th form, you understand? And maybe has done some few courses on housekeeping. You as a person, that 5 shillings that you get, you can save and go back to school. Do some short courses. Empower yourself. Go online. Explore this online. The bundles that you get, the internet that you have. Explore the opportunities that we have online. We have so many short courses online. Go and build yourself. Like now, the marketable one that I've seen many people running to and they're succeeding is the web design, graphic design. And then there's article writings and I think the virtual assistants. And then we have this other one that is called copywriting. You understand? So these are things that they just need your concentration for a few maybe days, a few months, and then you're good to go. And when you get money there, enroll to a school. Go and empower yourself. Go and make yourself that woman or that man that you've always dreamed of. Don't dream until you go to the grave with your dream. It will be so unfortunate. You will not rest in peace because you will be saying, I wish I had done this. I wish I had done this. I think there's another thing that affects people mostly is the age. Hey, you grow, now you're 25. Next year, 26 gets you. The other year, 27 gets you. Before you know it, 35 gets you. Before you know it, 40 gets you. And this thing now, when I came to realize when I got to 30, I started saying, kumbe, at 30 is when people start getting old. You understand? That's the reality of the matter. So now, when now you stick on, okay, I'm 30, I would have done these things when I was 20s. No, like now, if I go, you start counting now. If I go maybe to campus, 31, 32, 33, 34, that's a lot. And then you just tell yourself, no, let me stay. Some even will say, that money, why can't I even open a business and run my business? Besides business, you need education. Education is the key. So just tell yourself, the age is just but a number. But what you do is what will always live. Even after you've left this earth, what you did, the achievements that you made on earth are the ones that will live. They will never die. You as a person, you can die, but what is in you that you've been able to bring to this earth will never die. And that's why they normally say musicians will die, but the music will never die. Like even to date, we're still listening to songs that the owners died long time ago. Even at times we don't even know their names, but we just feel like this song is touching. This song is good, you know. So the person who sang died, but the song still sings. The song still makes sense. The song still speaks. So what is in you? And that what is in you that you give to the world is what will always remain. So pursue your goals. And then there's another thing. After the age, we have the family. Now where the children come in. Like mostly as mothers, we get so much attached to these kids. And instead of helping them out, we actually spoil their lives. Why? Because now you say, oh, okay, I have to raise my children, I have to be there for my kids, I have to do this. But you as a person, you've not even empowered yourself. You're just saying, no, I cannot live because I have young kids, I cannot go to school, I have young kids, I cannot do this, I have no young kids. No. Go. You have a destiny. You have a journey that you're walking through. And always know that you are a pace setter for your children. Mostly as mothers, we are pace setters for our children. And they normally say, your son will not marry far from you. Being a failure in life, your son will bring you a failure. Being a diehard in life, being a go-getter in life, being a woman that doesn't give up easily in life, that's exactly what your son will be looking for. Your son will never marry far from you. So, you are looking at it, now you are sticking to your children. You want the best for your children. You have an opportunity now. Education now is accessible. Like even in Kenya, we have help loans. We have this county bursary. As much as they are small, they can at least push you somewhere. We have technical courses where they are fully sponsored. We have a lot of things that are going on. You understand? So now, this your son, when he brings that woman that is same like you, and you know, now you'll be like, only you went and picked just nobody. That's no. Your son only went and picked your match. He will never go far from you. Take it from me. So let's empower ourselves. Let's be those women and those men that pursue our goals. And then another thing in life that will hinder us when we want people to get pleased by what we do. Please them today, please them tomorrow, please them the day after tomorrow. The other day if you don't please them, they will never even remember that you pleased them even a single day. So what do? Live your life. Run your race. Don't wait to please anyone. And I believe maybe for those people who are 25 and below, they can still live a life of pleasing people. But if you are 25 and above, you are mature enough not to please anyone because you know what is right and what is wrong. You know what you want for your life. And if you know what you want for your life, why please anyone? It's high time. Let people be pleased by your achievement. Let you not be the one pleasing people. And let me tell you something. Even if you please people, if you don't have anything, if you've not worked for anything, people will never get pleased. And your cluster of friends, your cluster of who loves you and who doesn't love you will only come if you are an achiever in life. So it is upon you to decide. Do you need to please people or do you need your achievements to please people? And I will always encourage, don't wait to please people. Human beings are never pleased. Today, you please them, tomorrow, they rubbish them off. Because you know what? They don't see anything that you're pleasing them with. So, but if you achieve, everyone will want to be around you. Everyone will want to know how are you doing it differently from them for you to achieve. So that is a challenge. That is something that you should look into yourself and ask yourself, am I doing enough to achieve my goals? Am I giving up in my life? Am I failing? Am I succeeding? Run your own race. And don't allow people to monitor how you run. Run it yourself like a small child. When a child is alone and notices that no one looks at them, when they fall, they will always rise quickly. But when they realize that there's someone that looks at them, when they fall, they will always cry when they are down. So you as an individual, what I would advise you is this. Run your own race. Don't allow people or employ people or give people the opportunity to be watching over you, to be watching over the mistakes that you do, to be watching over the wrongs that you do, to be watching when you fall. Because if you allow them, when you fall, you'll not rise again. But if you run your own race and say, this is the race that I've chosen, you will fall because it is right to fall. And you will wake up as if nothing happened, or you'll stand up as if nothing happened, and you'll continue the race. And no one will be there to monitor you. So, let's be people who run our own races. Achievement can come at any particular age. Even I've seen people who started their career life at 45, 40, and they made it. I've seen people who went to school at 50 years and said, I'm going to dedicate my 4 years to make myself a better person. And trust me, they made it. I believe you at 20s, at 30s, you will make it. So, just make sure you do it the right way. Don't be discouraged. Don't feel you've lost it. Don't feel you can't do it anymore. Don't feel you are a failure. Instead, encourage yourself and tell yourself you can make it. Even if you came from a background that did not give you the opportunity to go and pursue your goals, now as an adult, you can do it. You can sacrifice and do it. You can make a name for yourself. You can change your life. You can change your situation. It just needs you. It needs the courageous you. It needs the determined you. It needs the never giving up you. It needs the highly spirited you. It needs the person that wants and eagerly wants and is thirsty of making it.